Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live. What's going on, boys?
What's up?
What's up, my dude?
This week, you guys got me. Last week, you guys didn't. This week, you got me. And there's a lot for us to talk about.
A lot.
So we're going to actually just get right into it right now. Andre requested 8 minutes.
Doesn't have to be 8.
He didn't know.
Specifically, 8 minutes.
He didn't know I was going to do this. But I actually have the timer up right now.
Oh God, do 5. I don't need 8 minutes to talk about.
No,
this.
we're gonna give you your 8 minutes. We're gonna give you your 8 minutes. We're gonna let him talk a little bit about Microsoft. So for you guys that didn't know, Microsoft held that was it called 01?
It's called X018.
018.
Yeah.
018. So Xbox threw a conference on Saturday called X018, and we're going to really get into that. We have a lot of topics to talk about today. We're going to talk about Black Friday, talk about a little bit about BlizzCon. We're going to talk about, we just got some major news about E3 next year. I'm going to get this over and done with. Destiny 2, no longer free after November 18th. I just got 10 copies. I downloaded 10 copies.
Smart.
I started playing with the boys today online because they started too, so they let me go through the tutorial. I haven't played Destiny since the first Destiny minus all the DLC. Never got onto all the DLC. I loved it until I beat the raid. Once I was done with the raid, I was done with the game.
Same thing happens with 2. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So 2, I feel like I have no idea what the hell's going on. I got kicked off a ship, fell through the atmosphere into a planet, and still survived. How does that happen? That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, so we got a lot to go over. So we're going to go over X018, and we're going to give Andre
You really gave me 8 minutes.
jokingly his 8 minutes. Ready? Go.
All right, so X018 happened. I don't want to really talk about what happened during that because we're going to talk about that. But I just wanted to say something on the state of Xbox now. I thought about this the other day, and I actually watched a podcast about it. Xbox, I think, right now is going through its phase of what the PS3 went through, what the Wii U went through. I think it's going through that phase now where it's now they already know what they messed up on. They already know that they're far behind. They already know there's no chance to catch up on sales. They know Nintendo's creeping on them, almost at the point of surpassing them. I think now they hit the reset button, and their reset button is during X018 they announced the other developers they bought, which we'll talk about. Well, not bought, but are working with now. And the ones they announced during E3, like Ninja Theory, for one, and Compulsion Games, which make We Happy Few. I think now they're focused on the future. They're looking at it as the Xbox is, I mean, it's doing well. I'm not saying it's bad, like where it's not selling or it's just not what it was at one point. It was not a juggernaut like the 360 was, and everyone's aware of that. So I think now Microsoft's hitting their reset button, like Nintendo did, like Sony did, and they're trying out what's coming up, what's the next future for gaming is going to be. We already seen the mobile stuff me and Kyle been talking about a little bit here and there, and Van mentioned the stuff they're trying to do to make things portable. I don't agree with the PC thing. That's the only thing that I'm still confused about, and I will never understand until we see what their plan is. But I'm seeing them buy into more studios. I think they're finally listening. I mean, they listen when it comes to hardware stuff, like when people say they want this on the Xbox or they want this feature. They're good at that. They're good at the mixer. They're good at doing all that stuff. They're just not good at pushing out games. So now that they finally announced during E3 all the people that they bought into, and then X018, all the people that they bought into, I think this is big. And I was thinking the other day, Van, I was like, to us, the Game Pass is like, we all know it's a great thing. Like PS Now, we already knew that we're a great thing. Yeah. But I had to really sit there and look at the library for the Game Pass. These aren't pushover games they're giving away. They give some really big games, like to be able to play the Devil May Cry Special Edition series and the Collector's Edition, and to be able to play the entire Halo series from the and it's the Master Chief Collection on top of that, on top of Halo 5, to be able to play the entire Gears series. These are Microsoft's biggest games they ever had, and they're all free. They're all $10 a month. And then I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, of course we can all say, well, they don't really have a lot of exclusives that come out, so is it really that big of a deal? Forget the exclusives. The games they already push out in general are big. BioShock. If you just look at that list one day, you'll be like, dag, this is actually a pretty big list. Like the games they give are actually pretty dope. So I was looking at that, and I said, man, for $10 a month, which I do think it will go up, you get all this. DLC that comes out for games you get. Forza, a brand new game you get. And I was like, I think sometime I criticize my company a lot because they make a lot of mistakes. But at the same time, I was like, I do got to sit back and appreciate the fact that I can pay $10 and have all this. And now that they're going to be bundling gold soon with it, where you could do gold and Game Pass as a monthly subscription, I think that's big. So I just sat there and I thought about it. I'm like, Microsoft did a lot of wrong things, but since Phil's been in, he's been doing the stuff he said he's going to do. The only bad thing they had that happened so far with him on the helm was Scalebound, and that still was before he came in. He just got the bad end of that. But other than that, almost every other thing he said he was going to do, he's been doing. He's been figuring out a way to interact with the audience more. He's been working with Mixer to have better programming, and them at Microsoft and Mixer are hand in hand now, and they have their own thing going on. I mean, he's been doing everything he said he's going to do. He said he was going to buy into a whole bunch of developers because he knows what we want as gamers, and they bought into 14 developers compared to what they had before that, where they had nobody. You know, Sea of Thieves is pushing, even though I don't play Sea of Thieves. We'll talk about that later, too. The crazy thing is,
what happened?
I don't know. But the crazy thing about Sea of Thieves is they're still pushing content, and they're not giving up on a game that I thought people didn't play, but I guess it has 4 million active players. So, yeah, well, Van would talk about it later because I know he can't wait to talk about that. But they're pushing DLC out for Sea of Thieves, and they didn't give up on that game. They could easily say this game, Quantum Break was a game they gave up on. They pushed Quantum Break out. No one even remembers what that game is. It was like they tried. They hired some actors to do some parts. My boy Littlefinger was in it. My boy Iceman from X-Men. That's the best thing I know him for.
Yeah.
They were both in it. That game flopped. And that developer went off from Microsoft, and now he's working on the PS4 exclusive. Go figures. I mean, it was bad. Quantum Break got no love, no nothing. But at least, well, with Quantum Break, they just gave up on. But at least with Sea of Thieves, as much as people knock it and it has its problems, they still keep pushing content. I looked at it. They pushed out 7 expansion packs for Sea of Thieves. And I'm just like, I didn't play any of them beside the first game model that came out. And the last time I played was with Van. That's how bad it's been. So, I mean, me being a Microsoft guy, am I ashamed of myself? No, because the game really is what it is. But I just look at it and I'm like, there's a lot of games for the future. For Microsoft. My only issue with Microsoft is this PC bull crap. Because I'm like, yeah, Microsoft gets these games for the future, but so does PC. But I just want to say that as far as Microsoft goes, they're headed in the right direction, and I think they finally hit that reset button, and they're admitting it. You know what I mean? I think they finally hit that reset button that Sony and Nintendo has hit, and I think it's going to be good for their future. That's all I got. I don't need the other seconds, man. That's it. I don't need the rest.
He's got a whole 2 minutes left.
I don't need that.
Still got 2 minutes.
You might.
Oh my God.
You might need those last 2 minutes because that might be the only 2 minutes you're gonna have left.
For the rest of the show.
Listen, I don't need no more minutes, man.
All right, so I really wanted to let you vent out. So that's why I took notes.
Mm-hmm.
I took notes so that way I wouldn't interfere. Did you really compare Xbox to the Wii U? Ouch.
Well,
Damn.
not sales-wise, but where it's at now. I mean where it stands now, only because Xbox is supposed to be at this standard like this with the PS. And now it's like, just look at the sales numbers, Vin. You pulled this up before.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But it's not it's not as bad as the Wii U.
Well, that's why I said financial-wise, it's not, you know what I mean?
But even PlayStation is hot right now. That's it.
Super hot.
I'm gonna say, and this is not me making fun of the Xbox by any means. Like anytime I bust on the Xbox, it's usually just for fun. But in the case here at the lounge, never do I get anyone that comes in and asks to play Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, PlayStation. Mm-hmm. Never. I actually make people play with the Xbox. We bought Red Dead for the Xbox and not PlayStation. We bought Call of Duty for Xbox and not PlayStation, and it's still hard to get people over there.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean. Like right now, what's hot is PlayStation, but I don't think anyone hates Xbox. So it's not like one of those situations. So I can kind of see that comparison with Wii U because no one hated the Wii U, but no one talked about.
It has some of the best games Nintendo's ever made on the Wii U. Actually, that's what I mean.
Just no one never talked about. But it's not like Xbox isn't out there because, look, the X1, X018, they're doing things. They're doing things. But it's for them though, it's like they're running in quicksand. They keep doing a bunch of things, but it feels like it's not doing anything for them.
Because we don't see the content. We still don't see.
Yeah.
what they're doing.
So with that being said, I thought that was a pretty low blow to your own company.
All right.
That was, as soon as he said that, I was like, I have to get a notebook. I was like, I have to get a notebook because I cannot. I will forget that. Xbox Game Pass is, and this goes with PlayStation Plus, kinda. No, not PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Now. Isn't even.
That's what I always forget. PlayStation Now is the streaming service.
Yeah. PlayStation Now isn't the same as Game Pass. So I'm not going to use PlayStation Now in this tense, but it doesn't mean that I don't believe PlayStation Now isn't a good service because I think it's a fantastic service. But I'm gonna strictly talk about Game Pass.
Yeah.
I think Game Pass is the most underrated thing in video games altogether right now, by far. Game Pass is the most underrated thing. I literally own Forza and didn't have to pay for it. I literally own Sea of Thieves and didn't have to pay for it. I now, even though I did pay for it, I can pretend I didn't pay for it and have Battlegrounds. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, so Game Pass right now is the most underrated thing. And I believe that before they weren't really pushing it hard, but kind of were. Now I do believe they're pushing it hard, but I still don't think enough people are on to the Game Pass hype train, which is a huge disappointment for me because I would hate to see services like this go because of not being popular. Now, I don't know how many people are really, truly buying into it. I don't know if that's just because Xbox is just a low thing right now.
Yeah.
But Game Pass is the most, like, the awesomest thing that you could ask for. And now, I'm sorry, that lineup wasn't all that great. They had me the first
Some of them were like.
They had me for the first couple games they announced, and I was like, what? Because the PUBG, I was kind of mad. I was like inside mad, but at the same time, I thought it was cool because when I do up my Xbox games, I'm like, all right, at least I have PUBG.
Yeah.
But I actually have to buy more Game Passes. But I know that I can buy Game Passes for it. Game Pass has not disappointed me with the game titles because the games that they've given you that are shitty is just pretty much just like PlayStation Now is, or PlayStation Plus. So it's like, but those are the games that you wouldn't buy. That's the ones that you kind of want to try, and that they're not bad games. At least gives you a chance to try it.
Exactly.
And I think that's really actually kind of funny. Games did a topic about that a little bit.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yeah,
too.
and that was something they brought up, and I was like, that's exactly where I stand with it. It allows you to play those games you wouldn't go out and buy.
Yep.
And that's kind of why it's a huge benefit for the developers, the publishers, as well as the consoles and the systems as well.
Kind of funny, said they actually sell, when the games are on Game Pass, they actually sell better than they do.
Yeah. Which I kind of think is bullshit, but...
I don't see how, though. I didn't understand that part, but...
It doesn't make sense to me. Do you have the chat open by chance, Kyle?
I have Twitch and it's open.
Okay, all right. I haven't had anything open. I completely forgot to open chat, so that was my fault. All right. So, with that being said, I absolutely love Game Pass. I think Game Pass is the best thing that Xbox has got going for them right now. They just need to keep stick with it. Like, please, if there's anything I can ask you to do.
I've been saying the same thing, man. Just do not back out on this. Keep it going. Like, I don't want when Halo 5 and Gears 5 come out, all of a sudden they say, those games aren't included on it. But no, you said every single Xbox title from here on out.
I don't see them doing it, but Xbox surprises me all the time. Anytime I have, like, I believe in a move, they make a renege on it, and it drives me nuts. Scalebound, not... I can't believe you put that on Phil. I can't believe you put that on my boy
only
Phil.
because he did wear a shirt to E3, Van.
What? What's wrong with it? Won't open?
Don't forget that, Kyle. Hold up, man. Don't forget that. The only reason why I put that on Phil because he did wear that Scalebound shirt coming out on E3, his first appearance, and he did say, "Here comes the future," and he was the one that announced Scalebound, and that's what hurt me because he had a Scalebound shirt on. On his Twitter, he was telling everyone, "You better pre-order Scalebound. It comes out in February." Then that happened. So that was the only reason why I put it on Phil. Yeah. That was the only reason why.
Yeah, that's definitely not Phil's fault. I had to point that out. I had to point that out. That is not. If there's anything
definitely not Phil's fault.
If there's anything, like, out of all the stuff you can blame Phil on, I'll back him with that one.
It's that dude. What's his name? The dude that everyone says is like the biggest dick ever from from Platinum Games.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know.
His name began with a K, like
Yeah.
something like that. But
So
Platinum?
Mixa has been awesome. I think as a streaming platform, they're great. They're a very powerful tool. You can do so much with them, and I love how. I'm glad that Microsoft decided, hey, we need our own platform to kind of do our streaming with. It's great. It's really good. So Mixer's been fantastic. Quantum Break died the day after it came out. No, it died the day before it came out.
it's a 4-hour game.
Quantum Break was such a disappointment.
Yeah.
Did they ever end up even doing the show? Because it was supposed to be linked up with the
No,
show.
they were supposed to have a TV show. They never did it.
Yeah. So, that's all I have noted. That's all I have noted. That things that you said that I want.
I just wanted to cover that because I feel like you. I feel like no one ever. I feel like people don't talk about Game Pass enough, and they say that the users and like how much people are subscribed on Game Pass is really high, like really really high. But Microsoft doesn't release numbers no more, so
Right.
I don't know. But based off of what I hear other people say,
that talk is dumb.
yeah.
That talk is dumb.
But
Before we get into XO, can I get into the big news that we did get today?
Sure.
Did you
Might as
even
well.
Did you even see it?
yeah, he's seen it.
Now I saw the article. I didn't read about it, but I was just like, I was reading a little bit on it.
So, Sony is not doing a conference at E3 next year. That is huge.
Yeah.
So now, my question is, are they going to do what Nintendo did when Nintendo said that they weren't doing any more conferences? So it makes me wonder if that's the route they're going to go. I couldn't be any more pissed because, like, when I'm starting to really look good on being able to go to E3, they pull this shit. So that drives me absolutely up the wall.
I was just about to go this year,
Absolutely up
but
the wall.
now I'm not going.
Absolutely up the wall. But so they said that they're going to still be involved with E3, but not in their traditional way.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
They're gonna do. They
Watch,
said.
watch the video.
They said.
Well, yeah, only because I'm reading the article from GameSpot, and they
Yeah.
said as a result we have decided not to participate in E3 in 2019.
Yeah, but that's conference-wise. Like, listen to the
Alright,
listen to the video, and that will tell you. But yeah. So I guess that GameSpot brought up a big an important point. This E3, if you think about it, they only really talked about 4 games, or it might have been 5. But
It was the big 4. Remember, we kept calling them the four horsemen is what they were calling them, because all 4 of those games are big for PS4, and everyone already knew. They already had their schedule out. They already knew. So I'm shocked by it. Never done it before. They never skipped the E3. Nintendo has skipped the E3.
But now it's a tradition. Now you just get directs, and now that's what we expect.
I mean, they got PSX, but then they skipped PSX this year. So I'm just like, me and Kyle kind of talked about this. I'm wondering if now, because those are their main 4 focused games, are they pushing a lot more behind that? Like, is it just these 4? I feel like if they do E3 and they just show these games again, then it would be like, at this point.
So
That might be a reason why they decided not to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's why they might not be doing this upcoming.
do you want me to? Did I talk about on the show how I felt about no PlayStation experience?
Yeah, you kind of.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah.
You said it wasn't really like.
To me, that's not a big deal.
Right.
Like if they go into an every other year thing, that's showing me that they don't want it to be saturated. As much as I'm a gaming fan, years go by extremely fast. A year goes by. I mean, look, we already got PAX coming around the corner in January, February, March. 4 months.
Do I have to do the countdown?
4 months we have PAX East.
Yeah.
I literally feel like we just left PAX East. So it's like the time goes by fast. March, April, May, June, July. We're only 8 months. We're a little more than half a year away already to E3. So I mean,
Yeah.
the year goes by fast. PlayStation pushed a lot, but now like maybe PlayStation's pushing aside where they're like, maybe this shows that we're not getting that new console yet, like
It's
and now
because
they're
of the
gonna
5.
wait. And maybe that's another reason why they didn't want to do it because they didn't want people to be like, oh, they didn't do the new console because like, so. I'm not saying I'm a fan of it. I'm not saying I like it. I'm just trying to understand it. As a gaming fan, it's disappointing because you want to see that, but at the same time, we don't like being disappointed in the situation of a presentation. So maybe this is PlayStation's way of doing that. And again, you guys know me. I'm very critical of the PlayStation. So if they do a bad show, I'm gonna say they do a bad show. That's what it is. I'm interested in seeing what direction they go with this. So I'm willing to give it a shot. Does it make me happy? It does make me sad because of we're so used to tradition. That's like
I'm not as excited for E3 this year.
That's like saying like my family's not cooking for Thanksgiving this year. That's what it feels like. It really does. It's like, yeah, you know what? We're not cooking for Thanksgiving. We're instead gonna go out to eat. I would be devastated. I would be devastated.
But you still gonna go eat.
I'm still gonna eat though. I mean, I gotta eat. I gotta eat. I gotta watch E3 still.
Right.
So
I just think it takes that battle away from me. Like one thing me, you, and Kyle love is taking our turn, seeing each conference and how bad some of these conferences was this year. With other companies, Square Enix.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like maybe this change is good.
I don't know. I mean, unless
maybe this change
they got to
is
be doing
good.
some type of event this year. They got to be doing some type of event.
This change is good.
Okay.
Maybe.
Can I talk now?
Go ahead, Kay. Go ahead, Kay.
You got 3 minutes. We had 8. You get 3. I'm only kidding.
I only get 3?
I'm only kidding.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I kind of see this as cause for concern.
Concern.
Now, I'm not saying Sony is in a bad spot at all, because clearly they are not in a bad spot. But I think this is kind of cause for concern as far as the next year coming up, because think about what they said prior to PSX. They're saying we don't have enough content, and the only games they would be able to show off are Dreams and Days Gone. So pretty much the games that we're expecting next year from Sony is 2. Because, again, we don't have a release date for any of the big 4 games. Minus, well, Spider-Man was one of the big 4, so. But the other 3, we don't have a release date for at all.
Oh, yeah, no.
We don't even have a year.
Ghost, Last of Us, and Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
And does
Nothing.
Days have one, Kyle? Does the zombie one?
Days Gone does, but like how many times we've said on the show, like we're not like.
Yeah.
It looks okay. It doesn't look like.
You guys know where I'm at with Days Gone. Like that's.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm like, we're not huge fans of Days Gone coming up because once again, it's another zombie game, and I get they're taking a different approach with it, but we kind of have another one like that coming up in World War Z.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, so we got Days Gone and World War Z coming out, pretty much kind of the same thing. There might be a little more to Days Gone because it's an RPG, but you have that, and then you have Dreams, and they haven't really said a lot about Dreams. This is cause for concern for next year for them, and if they can coast through next year like this, I mean,
well, they can. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Again, like I said, they're not in a like detrimental spot where they're like, oh my god, like we're gonna lose a lot of money. Like they're not. But at the same time, it's like you don't really have anything for next year. Like you don't have anything
Nothing
like in the
major.
back burner or anything like that.
PS5.
So.
That's why.
Anthem, but that's not PlayStation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Are you speaking like strictly
PlayStation.
I'm talking like exclusive because you know PlayStation is known for like exclusive content.
Maybe they just don't want to keep showing us the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, but that's only because like Kyle's saying, I think the reason why is because those 4, the big 4, well, the big 3 now, those are all going to be. Me and Kyle talked about. Those are going to be PS5 sellers. Those are going to be the games that people get a PS5 for. Those are going to be PS5 games. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, at this point, I think so.
We'll see.
Because if they're not going to do anything this year, especially if they're not really going to have a huge presence at E3, then they're gearing up for like a year after that, pretty much.
A hefty one.
with PS5, in my opinion.
But again, this doesn't mean they're not doing something at E3 for E3. Like again, we kind of took the same approach when Nintendo said it, and we were like, uh-oh. We thought that was the end of Nintendo.
Yeah, but that's because Nintendo does directs, though. That's the only difference.
But that's what they brought. But they didn't tell us that before, though.
Yeah.
They didn't have direct. The first direct ever was actually the E3 direct. That was the first ever direct.
Yeah, it was.
And then they started doing them regularly from there. So,
do you think a PSX happens
next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think, Kyle?
I can't answer that yet. I'm not sure.
I think so.
They have to.
I think they will be able to have more content.
They have to do something.
Right.
I mean, there's no way they go a whole entire year. That's the mistake Microsoft made. You can't go an entire year and not show up to anything. Which, anything at all.
Yeah, just look through the year, right? Just look. We have E3, Gamescom, Tokyo, Game Show.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then everybody's got their own shit. It's too much. It's too much.
I think they only do that though, just because each one is a different market.
Then we have
True.
PAX East, PAX West, PAX South, PAX Australia. You know what I mean? Which I know they don't show anything those games, but they demo. So
but see, I always think things like Gamescom, E3, and Tokyo Game Show are different from PAX.
Oh no, 100% it is. PAX is designed for indies. That's
as much as they're similar, they're different because PAX is made for the fans.
Well, PAX is an indie game conference thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like you said, it is made for the fans. Remember, E3 was never traditionally meant for the fans. It was meant for the developers. Gamescom
fans just got involved 2 years ago.
Then you have CES, but we all know how CES works. That's not, you know what I mean?
Cal, can I tell you something to go with what you said?
Yes.
Since PlayStation is taking a little back burner right now, if anything, Microsoft, this is their chance to get on that platform. If Nintendo and Microsoft are at E3, this is your chance now to, I'm not saying to overtake because, like I said,
But my question is Xbox in the same boat? Is Xbox going to be in the same boat? Yeah, they got all these developers, but what if they're rallying up their troops for the next Xbox?
And that's why I'm not going to talk. The only reason why I didn't come here talking trash about this is because I don't know if they did XO18. They've never done that before.
Yeah.
I don't know if Microsoft's going to announce next we're not doing E3. So I'm not going to go against it as of right now because I don't really know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if Sony's known for it, this is your chance to take a shot while the other one's taking a little rest. I would take a shot.
I've been saying that for months now. Right after E3, I've been saying it, actually. I was like, with all the announcements that Xbox came with at E3, this is real. And then what Sony had for a showing, like we said on the E3 show, Andre, this is Xbox's chance to get back in the game here.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying they're going to take over.
No, just to get recognized again, to the point where it's like, oh, okay, now I might actually get an Xbox because they have some games. I got a PS4 again because I'm like, oh, here comes God of War, here comes Horizon. So I'm like, let me get a PS4 because in Spider-Man, now this is my chance to get this because my system's taking a hiatus right now technically. So I want to go play those games that I only can play on that console. Microsoft better eat this up. They better say, if I was Phil, I would go on Twitter right now and say, just letting everyone know we have plans for E3. I'm that type of guy. I would literally say that.
I think you
that
have a
would be
good
a little
idea,
more.
though. You know what I mean? I think that's something that is down Phil Spencer's boat. You know what I mean? That's something Phil would do.
I would do it.
I think it's something that isn't a bad idea.
But you're right. There's all new developers, so I mean, you can't push content that's not there.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
These developers just signed on. Now, they could have been working projects. A lot of the stuff, we don't know what's going on in the background for a while. So with saying that, we don't know. There could be games already in development, and that's why they took them on with projects that they were already being shown. They were like, we want that. Sign you now. You know, that's possible. It's not likely.
Yeah.
Possible, not likely, maybe.
I'm getting trailers together. Vin, I'm getting trailers together.
Yeah.
I'm going to them. I'm going to all the.
yeah.
I'm saying, get me some game trailers. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Not gameplay. Just get me game trailers because we already know what games are coming out next year. They already said it.
One of two things are going to happen. One, option A, where they're going to come to E3 and they're going to slam us with all the projects that the new developers are working with. Each and every single one of them. Which don't expect much from whatchamacallit.
The new 2?
No, the developers of that suicide, the depression game.
Compulsion?
Yeah.
Compulsion games. Yeah, because they just did.
Because they literally, that project was so big.
Yeah, and it took forever. I mean?
But who knows? And it's small teams. Like, these small teams, it's a big deal. So now they're dealing with a lot. But they could have had this imagination. But these projects might not be, like, they might be 3-4 years out. We don't know.
That's true.
But we could be option A. We get slammed with all these trailers because they had all these projects they were already working on that Microsoft's like, we want a part of this. Is us now. We're buying it. We'll pay for whatever you need to. Boom. Or B, they're stacking up their cards and they're like, we need you guys to stop working on the next Xbox projects. Here's all the tech for it. This year we're going to keep hush-hush. 2020 is our year where we're announcing everything. Think about it. The number sounds good. You know what I mean? It's a good year.
I think I said that. I think that's from the PS5. I think the PS5 is going to be end of 2020 pretty much.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
At least get announced 2020.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, ready to talk recap?
Speaking of Sony, get the segue anime.
Oh, here come. Get the segue animation.
You guys ready for XO18? Oh wait, go ahead. Why don't you go over the BlizzardCon thing because that's pretty simple.
Oh, the BlizzCon. Oh, we're not going to Black Friday. Never mind. No segue.
I can do.
Cal's ready to go Black Friday.
Well, I'll let you go with the BlizzardCon because I know you had some things. Like we all kind of talked. This will kind of the Black Friday sales will kind of smooth out everything.
Yeah, no, I get. Well, me and Andre were discussing last week how I'm tuning my own horn. I'm the king of segues.
We said get Kyle animated.
Animated segue that just goes across the stream.
Yeah, I fucked that up. You're welcome.
Oh boy. Anywho, so yes, so this is kind of old news, but I wanted to talk about it. I didn't get to talk about it last week. For everybody that does not know, Blizzard came out during BlizzCon, announced a new Diablo, but not the type of Diablo everybody was expecting.
People are so mad about
People
this.
need to chill.
I know.
People are so mad about this. So Blizzard came out and announced Diablo Immortal, and they were getting all hyped about it on stage and everything, and they came out and said that it's only going to be on mobile devices. People were pissed.
Yeah.
Needless to say. Now, I didn't want to really talk about, just because of the news and how I felt about the news, because I don't really play a lot of Diablo.
Neither do
I want to kind of talk about how each side approached it, as far as Blizzard approaching this and the Diablo fans approaching this. So while Blizzard was presenting this, they were getting all hyped, and that was their big announcement and everything else like that. And during the conference, one of the Blizzard representatives said, because everybody wasn't reacting, of course, to the game. He was like, what, you guys don't have mobile devices or tablets or anything? And people got more pissed about that. And then, of course, a lot of people know about this guy that went up and asked the question to the Blizzard guy saying, is this some sort of early April Fool's joke on all us? And he was dead serious and PO'd. And, the Blizzard guys answered the question like, no, we think this is, a good move for this type of game. And we don't like it. We don't like the idea of doing this on a mobile device. I think both sides kind of poked each other a little bit at this time. But at the same time, I feel like the fans need to chill out a little bit because
the fans need to chill out.
Crybabies.
The fans, in my opinion, really need to chill out because, these guys are putting in long hours developing stuff like this, regardless if it's mobile, console, or PC. They're putting in long hours to develop games like this. And Diablo coming to a mobile device, I think is actually really cool. I think it's a good idea. I think it will get more people who may have not played a Diablo game play it because everybody pretty much owns a mobile device. And the only other thing that
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's not, to me, there is nothing wrong with it. You gotta for the fact that people pretty much already know that Diablo 4 is in development.
Yeah.
Like, how did that whole audience not realize that Diablo 4 is still in development.
Kyle,
They were just mad because they didn't get the announcement or some sort of logo for Diablo 4.
No, I asked my brother Kyle because he's a huge Diablo fan, and
Yeah.
he was one of the people that were pissed. And I asked him, I'm like, why are you crying about it? He said, I got a simple thing for you. He said, the same way you reacted when you found out they're making a Gears phone game is how I feel about this. This is my game. This is what I'm
yeah,
like.
so now you got it mobile.
I said, no, but this is the
Right.
problem with the Gears phone game. The Gears phone game is becoming a real-time strategy game.
Right.
That's not the same as Diablo. It ain't.
Right.
They're not changing
No,
Diablo.
no. The mobile one is the Pops one.
Yeah, the Pops one. I thought that was a real-time strategy.
Which, all right, I'll say like this. There's a difference between Gears pop figures on mobile
Right.
and a regular Diablo game on mobile.
That's what I was telling him. I
Completely
said,
different.
Can
I said, dude, you
can
can't
I
compare
say
that.
if they were to make like Final Fantasy game mobile, like a real Final Fantasy game, like I would go nuts.
Did you play Pocket? You seen Pocket?
Yeah.
15 Pocket?
Yeah, but that's not a real Final Fantasy game.
It's the same as 15, but they look like Pops.
No.
I'm telling you. Listen. That game. If you look at that game, they even released it on the Xbox and PS4 after they did the phone, because it's a
And it's on Switch.
Yeah, it's a wannabe Final Fantasy 15 game.
Yeah, no, but then like
That's what I said. I said in the case I get your pain, but I said I'm not gonna be mad because I know there's something like you just said. Diablo 4 is coming out. I said I wouldn't be mad because I'm not gonna play the Pops freaking Gears game, but I know Gears 5 comes out next year.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad because I know 5's coming out. Van knows Final Fantasy 7's remake's coming out 9 years from now, but he knows it's coming out. So
Right.
if they announce a Final Fantasy phone game, it's gonna be like, but at least I know mine is coming out still. So just stop being
Right.
crybabies. Don't play it. Just don't play it.
I think Diablo
Right.
is designed for that type of game, and I think the people should be happy. I get it. It's not the
Cares.
game you want. It's not like you're not gonna fucking get it. It's not like you're not gonna get
Yep.
it. You know
They
what I
didn't say
mean?
4's canceled.
Right.
Here's the game we were working
Yeah,
on.
it's not like you're not gonna get it. You're gonna get it. It's just
Crybabies.
this is a good addition to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like cut it out. Like, do you see PUBG and Fortnite fans? For crying out loud, PUBG runs better on the phone than it does
On the
Xbox
Xbox.
One. And like people think I'm kidding when
Nah,
I
it-
say
no,
that.
no, it's really true.
Like, yo,
Really
it
true.
is legit. It runs better on your phone than it does an Xbox.
It's true. It's true. It only runs good on the One X, but it does not run good on the One S or the Xbox original. It's horrible. It's rubber banding to the max.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
So, I'm with you there. So,
What else
But,
happened
at
at
the,
Blizz,
but at
Kyle?
the same time, I will say this: like the Blizzard guys coming out and say, "What? You guys don't own mobile phones or tablets?" I'm like, "All right, you're kind of purposely poking the bear."
I
at this
think he's
point.
kinda
You know
like-
they're pissed. I mean, and I get that there's nothing really to be mad about,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like you
I just
gotta.
think they're making
gotta-
light of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's kind of what that is to make a light of the situation.
Yeah, I mean they tried, but this is pretty much it's like this. It's like literally announcing news that are going to legitimately piss people off, and then poking them more to start a riot. That's how I feel about that. Because like
Is it?
you're in the middle of a con, clearly they don't like the news. Don't poke them because
Yeah.
something bad could happen. I mean, we've seen it already this year with. I mean, not to get into political stuff and whatever and all the other stuff that's going on outside this gaming world, but I mean, we've seen a lot of stupid stuff happen this year, so it's like don't do stuff like that.
Don't react. Yeah, I agree with that. I can agree with that. I think the guy just was probably feeling butthurt that they wasn't happy about it. Like he really didn't expect them to be upset about it. Like it was almost like, oh, it's okay. It would be good. But
I get
I don't
that,
play
but at the same
Diablo,
time, the
so-
fans
I know,
cannot be
it's-
butthurt about it.
Like we play Diablo. Ready to go into Black Friday sales?
Let's do it.
All right. So thanks to GameSpot. I was sitting here trying to decide how I was going to
Let's
because
see
they
what's
did it so
going
many
on.
different ways. They did it like, okay, this is all the PS4 Black Fridays. Then they have a section that's all the Xbox. So instead, I'm going to do it where they have it broken up by specific game titles and how much it costs where. Comparison. So I kind of like this setup a little bit better. So I'm going to kind of go through this list of the important games, not the stupid ones. Because there's always a lot of stupid ones. So this is a huge slap in Andre's face as I'm going to go through this list, and I kind of find it funny because we had this topic. So right from the get, right, we have Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe console, right? Walmart selling it for $299, Best Buy selling it for $300, Target's selling it for $300. Kohl's, right?
Best one.
They're selling a Nintendo Switch with a Turtle Beach headset, a carrying case, and $90 cold cash.
That's the
for
best
$330.
deal. Best deal easily.
That is easily the best deal.
Cole's wins this Black Friday for console. I'm just letting y'all know that before he reads this list.
So it seems like there's a lot of Nintendo sales, Andre. So I don't know what
That's
you're,
not.
what
Nah,
you're gonna.
get out of here, man.
Arms, $35 at Walmart, right? Bayonetta 2, $40 at Best Buy. Big Buck. I can't even believe they still make Big Buck Hunter. Like, that is ridiculous. That's like mind-blowing.
Big Buck Hunt. I better get that game.
Crash Bandicoot Insanity Trilogy is $25 at Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, $35 at Walmart, $40 at Best Buy. Best Buy. I mean, Walmart's killing it. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, $25 at Walmart, $30. Best Buy, just, people are going to come in. Just make it $25.
I know.
Stop being an asshole. The Elder Scrolls V, $35 at Walmart. Fire Emblem Warriors, $35 at Best Buy.
Should be 10.
FIFA 19,
You
30,
want to play it?
30 at Best Buy, 35 at Walmart. Walmart, seriously? Seriously? Like, shit like that pisses me off because people are going to say something. Just Dance 19, 25 at Best Buy and Walmart. Kirby All-Stars Allies.
That's the That's the only one, man. That's the only one I give
Brand new
you.
game.
That's the only one I give you.
$35 at Walmart, $40.
Kyle, I'll give your company that one. That's the only good one I give him. I give him that.
What you mean?
The other ones are remakes. I mean, freaking Wii U ports. I'm talking about that in Hyrule last year.
As far as what, first party?
No, I'm saying like that one. Kirby's a new game, so I give him that.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
No, but you said those are remakes.
Not
Sorry,
remakes.
Let's not count remakes or third party. So keep going, man.
Okay. I'm going to skip the Lego games because there's so many of them. I know they're a good franchise, but I'm just going to skip them. Mario Rabbids.
All right, man. All right, Andre.
That's a good
Was that
one.
on the Wii U?
This is the one that he was waiting for.
Wait, is that Donkey Kong's one?
It's Kingdom Battle. But the Donkey Kong is
Mario plus Rabbids
DLC.
Kingdom Battle.
Is Kingdom Battle the one with Donkey Kong?
It's DLC.
DLC Donkey Kong.
So is that the actual Mario Rabbids that came out last year?
That's the actual Mario plus Rabbids game.
Yeah,
That's not a
the
good
one.
deal then.
Yeah, it is $20.
Why is that not a good deal?
No.
$20.
The Donkey Kong DLC just came out. If that was the Donkey Kong pack, all right, I'm cool, but nah.
Mega Man Legacy 1 and 2, $25 at Best Buy.
don't
Mega
get
Man
that.
X Legacy Collection, $25 at Best Buy. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. That's a brand new Wii U game. I mean,
Brand new.
Switch game.
I'll give him
brand
that one.
new.
I'll give him that one.
$35 at Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. They still have Mutant League Football?
Yeah, they just came out a new one. No one plays them.
Okay. 2K19, $30 at Best Buy, $35 at Walmart. That shit just is
No.
irking me.
Just don't.
Ugh.
Nickelodeon Kart Races. I forgot that came
I
out.
was trying to ignore that one. Overcooked 2, $30 at Best Buy. Pokemon Tournament DX,
That's a good one.
$35 at Walmart.
That's a good one.
With all the DLC, Andre. All of it.
That's a
Fractured Butthole did so bad, and I don't understand how, but $17 at Walmart.
That's why 17.
Shaq Fu the Legend Reborn. I can't believe they're really selling this.
No, I gotta say what you said one time, man. As Van calls it. As Van calls it. Shaq Doodoo. Yo, that's Van's game right
much.
$15 or less. They didn't even make it a fighting game. That's.
No, it's supposed to be some sort of adventure game.
It says, they don't even have it. Like, what does that say? Read what that says.
there. It says Shaq Doodoo, a
No,
Legend Reborn.
but read that. Like, that doesn't even make
It
sense.
says $15 or less.
$15 or less?
It says,
Can I haggle?
it says $15
No,
or
can I
less
haggle?
at Best Buy. So you go in the Best Buy and just be like, can I have the or less?
I want to haggle.
I want it for 6.
That is
Right? I was like, oh, it says 15 or less. Does that mean, can I get it for like $5?
So that means they're not anticipating it being That price, full price for very long.
God.
That the full price may turn into the sale
Oh my
price
God.
by the time the sale happens.
Sonic Forces.
All right, this I think is the biggest sale that they have for a video game.
Which one?
Oh, please
This
say
next
it.
one I'm going to say is
Please say
the
it.
biggest sale they have for a single video game, and that's the Starlink Battle of Atlantis starter
Yeah,
pack.
that's pretty cheap.
$35 at Best Buy, $40 at Target.
Mm-hmm.
That's a $70 game, right?
If you get the physical, yes.
Yeah.
And it is literally maybe less than a month old.
Yeah. That's a good deal for that. But like me and Kyle said, we wouldn't get on any other console besides the Switch.
Yeah,
Star
because
Fox.
then why else are you
Yeah.
even going to get that game? Nintendo sent a big middle finger to everyone's. Street Fighter 30th anniversary edition.
How much is that regular?
$20. I think it's like 30.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
a good deal.
My boy Kyle's game, or is it Andre's? Sushi Striker,
We had faith in that game.
Oh, that's my game.
$35 at Best Buy.
That's
How much?
35.
at Best Buy.
35.
It's normally 50, right?
Yeah, it's normally 50. That's not bad, but that's a new game too.
That's
Yeah,
a
no,
new one.
That's
That's a new
brand
one.
new. Yeah.
That's a new one.
Undertale, $25 at Best Buy.
Good game.
Not bad.
And Xenoblade Chronicles 2, $35 at Walmart.
35.
That all right.
That ain't
Andre,
new. That
come
ain't
on.
new. That is not new. Don't you try that. That's last year.
What do you mean? That's a Switch game.
This last year. That Xenoblade was out last year. Don't be trying that. Where's Zelda?
You-
Where's
no, you
Zelda?
can't.
Where's Zelda
Don't-
and Mario Odyssey?
we
Because
can't get anything
Yeah,
with him.
no.
You no credit.
Get out of here.
0.
I gave you credit. I gave you
No,
credit
you,
on like
you gave me
5.
no credit.
Yo, where's God of War?
God of War's $20.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
It
$25.
Didn't say it was.
Man, let me show you something, bro.
Oh, maybe.
Actually,
it
I got the
is.
Best Buy app add up. Right
No.
here.
Do the yeah. I'm about to say do that one right there, man.
I got
Best
the
Buy
ad.
Walmart. Yeah, we got the ad too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
The Best Buy one?
Yeah.
He has every company on here.
Yeah.
I
pulled-
know. I'm completely unprepared.
No, I pulled. The only reason I pulled them up was because I didn't know the thing was up there. Oh, VR, dude, they missed a lot actually. GameSpot missed a lot.
Yeah, they did.
The
Like,
VR
you gotta go to
bundles
the ads.
are $200.
Yeah, me and Kyle was saying, how does the VR got a deal, but the PS Pro don't got a deal?
All right. Yes. I'm gonna wait on that actually because I gotta.
Yeah,
rant
no, you're
about
right. $24.99.
That's crazy. There's 20. Kyle, God of War's $25.
Yo,
Oh yes,
Forza.
yeah, and yes, it is.
Forza, what just came out 3 weeks ago, $29.99.
Crazy.
That's yeah.
Far Cry 5, $20. Assassin's Creed Origins.
I know. No, that's.
No, not even.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
Origins.
Not even.
But what's,
Origins is the brand new one.
no, Odyssey.
Oh,
is.
Odyssey is.
Oh,
Odyssey
Odyssey.
is
Yeah, no, you're right.
$30.
Odyssey's
Yeah, right.
$30 though. The new. So for idiots, if you buy Assassin's Creed Origins over Odyssey, you got a problem.
Monster Hunter World, $20.
I may get Odyssey because it's $30.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they missed a lot on that fucking
A
game.
probable game, most could be the game of the year, is $25.
Did you guys talk about the nominations?
No, we didn't. We have to talk about that
Oh,
too.
that's
you just
the
pulled
other
that
thing
up.
we were
We just
missing.
pulled that up the other day. Detroit Become Human is $20, bro.
Talk about that.
Detroit.
Detroit
then-
Become Human is $20.
And then,
Well, wait, I got to rant about Black Friday Sony before we get to the nomination.
oh, PlayStation Plus, $39.99. That's
year?
always a big.
A year?
Yep.
that is big.
Get that because it never goes on sale again. I always wait, and it never goes on sale.
Yeah.
Get it. Get it.
Where is it on sale anyways?
Best
Best
Buy.
Buy?
Yeah, that's fine.
That Xbox one.
Oh yeah, right here. Beautiful.
They'll do it digitally too.
I can get that Xbox one off of CD Keys right now, so that's really not all that.
Yeah, no, there's never a big sale. Yeah, so
Oh, Spyro just came out. That's going to be $35 too.
So, I mean, the debate can't be compared to because the other systems do it regularly. But the problem was you said they never go on sale, which is false.
I mean,
False.
this year they surprised me. They
They save $20.
yeah,
on,
they surprised me this year. I give Nintendo. I take my hat off to Nintendo
yeah,
right
you
now.
save $20 off Bayonetta, so Bayonetta's $39.
They came out. They came out good this year. They got some good deals, Nintendo. That's all I've been asking for. It's still Zelda and Mario ain't, but those ones are.
Yep.
God of War just came out.
Yep.
And it's $25, Kyle. And Zelda and Mario is not even $1 off.
There's a fucking here.
But,
I've
man,
been found my mic.
That just means how good Breath of the
I
Wild
don't
and
want to
Odyssey
hear that.
were.
God of War is probably one of the best games ever made, just like Breath of the Wild. And it's
Two of them came out last year for Nintendo. Whoa. He's all pissed.
Madden 2K and them are $30, which who cares? That Xbox deal is great, by the way, but Kohl's has the best one. You get an Xbox One X for $400, and you get a $160 Kohl cash card. That's ridiculous.
If you don't
Kohl's
shop
have
at
the
Kohl's,
PS4 Pro on sale?
if you don't shop at Kohl's for December and November, December, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Every time you spend $50, you get $25 in
back.
Kohl's
Yep.
cash. Like, they got to a point where I actually just had to give people the Kohl's cash because I kept, like, every time I go to spend Kohl's cash, I'd get more Kohl's cash. And I'm just like, I can't get rid of this
it's true.
Kohl's
It
cash.
really is like that.
I
You
really
can't keep up with the Kohl's
I
cash.
can't get rid of the Kohl's cash.
But Kyle, just think $160 Kohl's cash can be used on anything in Kohl's. That's like 4 games with your 1X if you buy it. You pay $400.
It always ends up turning out to be just buying underwear at the end. By the time it trickles
Underwear,
down.
pajamas for your kids because Kohl's is expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you that. They're definitely expensive. When
It
comes to Kohl's.
trickles down to you're just like, dude, I'm just going to stop buying some underwears and socks because I ran out of stuff to buy.
Yeah. Kohl's is killing it this year. I give them that. They are really killing it.
TV sales are good as usual.
Yeah, but like me and Kyle warned people to stay away from like the Sharps and the Westinghouses. All those.
Like I said last week, anything that begins with an S and ends with Oni and Samsung, I'm good.
No, but like they have really good, like Samsung. This Samsung right here,
That's
the
a great
55
one. Me and
inch
Kyle said that
is
was great.
$398.
I want to get that so
That is
bad.
huge, and Samsung is top of the line.
Yeah, and it comes with Vudu and Netflix is added onto that.
Yep. I think this is a 32 for 178. That's a Samsung. This one that's 39. It's a 4K. Is a Roku Smart
Yo.
TV.
Check out the Samsung on the first page of the Best Buy ad. The 65-inch one.
How much is that one going for?
I believe. Hold on, let me.
$399, I think.
No.
$599.
Oh, it is
You talking about the?
$699.
You talking about the 65-inch?
65-inch.
Yeah,
For 600?
The $600.
That is amazing.
What?
That deal, right? I'm going half and half with somebody. I gotta go half and half.
65-inch for $600.
Yeah, and it's Ultra HD with HDR. I
Ultra
gotta get
HD
that.
with HDR.
The 43-inch Toshiba is $129.99.
But it's Toshiba though.
But it's Toshiba Fire.
But Toshiba's not bad.
You don't think they're bad, man?
No.
What? What?
I feel like their picture's mad dull for some reason.
Dude, I have a Toshiba plasma TV, and I still have it.
But the plasmas were
You've
dope
seen
though.
it.
The plasmas were dope.
Yeah,
though.
nothing beats plasmas.
The plasmas were dope.
That's why they stopped selling them.
Yeah,
on
nothing
HP.
beats plasmas if you're in front of a fireplace.
No.
Yes.
330. Hold up. What's that
Plasmas
one?
were the best, longest-lasting TVs, and that's the reason why they got rid of them.
That one that's 270. How many inches is that?
270. Which one? 279. That's 50.
No, not the insignia of the LG.
269.99.
Oh my God.
But it's a 43-inch.
I don't care. I don't like big TVs when I play. Remember we had this talk
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
I don't like bigger TVs when I play my game. I like. Yeah.
Dude, they sell wall mounts for like $15 at Walmart now.
I can never install
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, no, it's not that hard, really. It's actually not too bad. Yeah, so all in all, not too bad on the Black Friday sales, guys. Shop around. Everyone's pretty much the same, if I have to be honest. Everyone's pretty much got the same sales.
No, Kohl's is the best.
Kohl's is the best, and Sony, you son of a bitches.
No pros, Van. Call your company and tell me
Yeah,
why.
but-
Call your company out,
But
man.
nobody-
Why isn't the Pro $100 off?
$100 off, Van. Come on now.
But
At the least.
Microsoft is only... They're not doing the Pro, the Xbox One X in stores.
They have the
On
One X.
sale.
They have the One X for $400 at Kohl's.
They got
Only
the
at
X on
Kohl's,
sale.
Not at Walmart.
The One
or
X
Best
is
Buy.
$400, Kyle.
Yes, they do.
Not at Best Buy.
They don't? Are you sure?
I'm
The
positive.
One X. I don't.
I'm going to double check.
I don't know if I've seen the One X.
No, they only have the regular one.
The One S is what they've been promoting a lot.
Yeah.
But the One X is at Kohl's, and you pay $400 and get $160 cash. Kohl's cash.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not saving money. You're just spending more money.
No, because you're
No,
you're,
you save
you
for
save- you save
$100 from
$100.
the X, and you get.
Remember, the One X is $500, man.
PlayStation don't want Cole selling their shit. Think about that, though. Like, I've never felt good at going to Kohl's for a video game system.
I don't either, but this year I'm like, I told my brother, I'm like, dude, just go.
I used to laugh at people when they would buy TVs when I was there for clothes. I'm like, y'all.
It's so awkward.
I'm like, y'all buy TVs. I was like, secretly everyone's in here laughing at you. I don't care. It could be an exact same model they sell at Best Buy. I'm still gonna laugh at you. You should have brought your ass to Best Buy.
It's so weird. What's that? How much is that washer and dry? I know that's random, but how much is that washer and dry going for? Yeah.
Why are we talking about washers and dry? Oh my god!
But
By the way, Bones is in the Twitch chat. He said baby trunks.
Oh, I see.
Oh
him.
my God! Tell him.
Baby Trunks is the best.
Me and him used to play Naruto to Boruto every day together when it came out, and we just like
screw Bones.
Yeah. He said screw Bones.
Screw Sony. Where's your Pro? Where's your sale on the Pro?
I mean, the Spider-Man one's good, but they should have did the Pro.
That's why I'm. Listen,
they did the Pro last year.
I was gonna get it.
They did the
I
Pro
was
last
gonna
year.
get the Pro, but then they didn't put it on sale, and now I'm like, oh well.
Kyle, are you getting the Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
I think they don't. They didn't do great on the Pro sales, so I don't think they want to make a bunch more.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't. They
You know what I mean?
But this would help. Wouldn't this help in a
No,
way,
but
though?
that would cause them to have to make more.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And they're not. Remember, they're gonna lose. They're already going to lose money if they have to make it. So
They still haven't sold all the bundles for the Red Dead one.
You see that, man?
exactly. Yeah, Soul Calibur.
Kyle, this is my chance to get Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I already know. I'm getting Soul Calibur.
$35
$35 for Soul Calibur. Yeah,
Yeah, don't forget the DLC.
Kyle, you get Nickelodeon kart racers?
maybe. I'm a Nickelodeon 90s
I am
boy.
too. What? Nickelodeon is everything, but
Dwolly's supposed to get it too.
Come on, guys. If I catch you guys spending fucking money on that goddamn game.
What you gonna do about it?
Yo, where are the DSs at, man? And don't even point to that because that's not a DS.
Nintendo 2DS Mario Maker bundle for $80.
No, that's a 3DS, and that's not a real 3DS.
What
It's
you
the
mean?
stupid 3DS.
That's not a 3DS. It's a 2DS.
that's a 2DS. Why does it say 3DS on the box?
Because it's a 3DS.
Yo, Kyle,
Wait,
it says 3DS on
it
the
said
box.
3DS on the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck just happened?
Are you looking at the Mario Maker one?
It says Super Mario Maker, and then it says 3DS for some reason. But it's a 2DS on the front cover.
That's a
Wait minute.
3DS.
Nah, look, Vin, you don't. The 2DS is straight. That can't even bend. Look,
Why does that say 3DS?
but it says 3DS on it, Kyle.
Oh, wait, Mario Maker 3DS.
For Nintendo 3DS.
Oh, okay.
No, Super
For
Mario
the 3DS.
No,
but
no,
it's the
no,
2DS.
no. Super Mario Maker 3DS
For
the game, because that's the
Nintendo,
full
yeah,
name
yeah.
for Nintendo 2DS.
Yeah,
Right.
Gotcha.
that was dumb. But I mean, it looks straight. But
Mine-
the DS just end it, man.
Gotcha.
Why isn't Mario Maker out on the Switch, Kyle? Like, I don't understand. That's gonna be a port next year.
You know
All
why?
right, wait. No, listen, we got a lot of things coming out. Nintendo's got a lot of things coming out next year.
Well, they port a lot. They port a lot of things too. So port
They do.
Mario
That's why
Maker
I'm saying
over
they got a lot of things. Don't worry about it.
Mario
You're
Maker.
just mad because they don't call it a collection after they port it.
Hey, we already got one port coming out in January.
So I gotta say something about this. This is the longest lasting DS in the Lattimore household. Longest lasting. The 2DS and 3D, the 3DSs don't last very long.
I like the 2DS.
We still have this. I hate this fucking thing.
Why? I think the 2DS.
No,
is
it's
dope.
the dumbest design. That is the dumbest design.
It's very lazy.
Ever.
It's very lazy.
Oh,
But-
the 2DS, the
but-
original 2DS one?
Yeah,
But
Oh, well,
but it works. It doesn't break. So.
it is durable as hell.
Yep. Speaking of lazy, can we talk about how Dragon Ball got lazy again? Again.
What they announced for DLC?
Hey, man,
Again.
he-
Not
he-
Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Fighters.
Van's
Oh.
trying to take my title for segue.
Yes, you know what I'm going to do for a segue. We're going to go right into the Xbox topic with this segue. And what was the game that they showed at the Xbox?
Jump Force.
And
Jump Forth.
who the fuck is? They already showed us Goku and Vegeta, right? They show us again. but
Goku Blue,
As
Vegeta
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah. Why? Lazy.
Yeah,
Lazy.
that
It's
was-
still the same character. We already know those characters are in there.
That was-
So why announce that like a big deal? You know why? Because they have nothing else to show right now.
That game needs to just stop. The beta already came out. People know what it is. Let's just wait for it to come out now. Stop. I feel the same with Kingdom Hearts. Everyone knows what it is now. Stop doing the same trailers by changing a few words around. Just leave it. The games are Both of the games they keep advertising come out in January and February.
Yep.
Just leave them alone. Let them just come out at this point.
Yep. So, anyways, you guys want to finish our last topic off?
Sure. By the way, Andre Bones says Xbox needs to stop putting out hardware.
Yeah, no, we have
some new and better games.
Hey, listen, we talked about this when we played Naruto, and we both, you know what I told you, and we already talked about it earlier in the show. That's all that needs to happen. The only fault Microsoft has is that they don't push out exclusive games. But when it starts happening, then it's going to be, oh, okay, now I'm going to play my Xbox. Let me dust it off. So that's all I got to say about that. Battletoads is coming out, Kyle. Crackdown, which we're about to talk about.
Crackdown.
So, yeah, Crackhead down.
Crackhead
Van hates Crackdown anyway.
Only took one.
So, segue.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Segue right into that. That brings us right into the Xbox.
XO18?
Yes, XO18.
It
Good
does.
way to start the show with the dumbest fucking game in the world that's never going to come out. Oh, yeah, by the way, they gave it to us for free. Who cares?
It's on Game Pass. And it's pre-download on my Xbox right now, so I know it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, guys.
Until you go back and go look and it's not installed anymore. Because they not only they stopped it from coming out, they uninstalled it on everyone's computer again.
After 6 years, finally, we got a release date for Crackdown 4.
It's 3, Kyle.
Oh, it's been rumored so long, I thought we were on 4.
You mean we're not on the 4 yet?
I thought we were at 4.
I didn't care about that announcement. It was okay.
You should have as an Xbox fan. It's like, oh my God, we got a release date. Holy moly.
No, I'm glad. Listen, this is how I felt. Remember how when we got the release date of Cuphead, my reaction? This is a complete different level here. Kyle, this is a complete different level here.
Bones, we're not talking about
wait, what?
Bones, we're not talking about your crack. We're talking about the game Crackdown. Yeah, I mean, the game is just garbage. But now, you play the beta?
It doesn't release until, you can pre-download it, but it doesn't release till February, so.
The trial?
Beta?
Yes, the campaign trial thingy thing. I know.
Wait. So the beta's not coming out till February?
When you go on Game Pass right now, Crackdown 3 shows up.
Yeah.
It lets you install it, and then it says the beta time will be in February, right before game launch. But
the game comes out in February.
I don't know what it is.
Literally, that means you have like a week.
Listen, I might be missing something. I'm not. Listen, I'm glad Microsoft.
Fallout did the same thing, technically.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Right, but this is we're talking Bethesda and Microsoft.
Has there even been much talk about Fallout 76?
It's not doing good right now. A lot of people are really not feeling Fallout 76 right now. A lot of people are saying that it doesn't feel. I heard diehard fans of Fallout from 1 all the way till now are saying this is complete and utter trash. Beside the graphics, people are saying this is complete utter trash.
Oh, I can tell you specifically why, because I knew this would happen. They're hating on the whole multiplayer aspect.
Yeah.
Which I said was a good idea.
Us three agree it's great. If people don't like it, I always say don't touch the feature. I don't understand why people hate. Red Dead has a single player. When multiplayer comes out, you don't have to play the multiplayer. Leave the multiplayer alone. I don't get people mad. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it. So
it really does bug me when games. This is why I hate ratings for games now. Just because like there are ratings when they're like, oh, this mode stinks. Don't play the mode.
Just don't.
Why are you playing the mode? Don't play it. So it's like, but then people get mad about it, and it's like, but you don't have to play the mode.
Don't touch the mode. Just stick to what you like
about it. Just play single player.
Mm-hmm.
Play by yourself, like a normal Fallout game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
But anyways, in the light, Crackdown 3 did get a release date. Kyle's right. I am excited it got a release date finally. The multiplayer mode, they show look pretty good.
So can we talk about the conference as overall?
Yes, because I know you've been waiting to talk about it, and I know I'm gonna write down what you're gonna say before you do it.
So I want to say before I say it, because I know you're gonna write down.
Don't say it yet.
I won't say it yet. How I feel about it, come to find out, like I talked to you guys how I felt about it before I watched anything, as far as like kind of funny games. I've been lacking in the kind of funny games part, right? So and with that being said, after I watched kind of funny games, I laughed because I guess I wasn't the only one that felt this way. First of all, awesome job. You're going to write it down, too. That's not fair because I kind of mentioned it in chat.
No,
so
you didn't. No. What I got written down isn't words you said, but I know it's words you're gonna say. That's how.
No. I'm just doing what Xbox was doing for the crowd when they ready. Ready now, everybody.
We can't even see it. Oh, okay. There it is. So, all right.
Everybody cheer.
So, my biggest problem was how corny everybody was in the crowd. Like, it was bad. Sea of Thieves. That's where I drew the line. Like, at first, I was just kind of like, okay. Like, Greg Miller made a great point, right? This is the first time Mexico ever had anything at this caliber video game related. So you're going to have some fans come out and just lose their mind, right? I wasn't this way when PAX came here. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I was more dumbfounded than anything, but that's not how I was. I know PAX isn't this kind of conference, but it kind of is. It kind of is. But at some point, you got to realize when something is pushed. Now, kind of Finding Games, a lot of people were trying to write in and be like, it wasn't fake, like I was there or some people were there. They were like, people were just really excited.
Hey, you're right. It was not fake. They didn't see anybody holding up signs doing that. Hey guys, DLC for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. I mean, the cheers for Sea of Thieves just kind of.
You gotta
That's
put
what
your hands up
that's
too.
what stands
Like
out
this,
to Van
like
the
this.
most.
You put your hands up.
But no, but like I was fine at first. I was just kind of like, this is Mexico. Like this is how they are in Mexico. They're just excited about everything. Like you could say anything and they're excited about it. I'm not making fun of Mexico. By no means am I making fun of Mexico.
It's just they love to fiesta.
But
Guys,
like,
pizza.
Bones, we did talk about Diablo Immortal. Yes, we did. And by the way, type in chat, yay or nay for that. Come in.
Yay or nay?
Another half an hour.
How long it take for you to realize I'm trying to give you a handshake? And yeah, the trade lines suck. Get out of
Oh, is that Dustin?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah.
Is that Dustin? Tell Dustin I said go Bears.
Oh, he's so disappointed. He's so depressed. So when they start chanting "Sea of Thieves, Sea of Thieves," like right away, that's when I knew. Yeah, no, this is fake.
Okay, so I'm gonna put down what Van. You didn't say what I thought you was gonna say. I thought Van was gonna say the fans were paid off.
Well, no, that's what I'm. Really,
Okay. Just
I'm
making sure.
referring
Just
to.
making
That's
sure.
what I'm referring to.
Okay.
At first, I wasn't. Like thinking that, and then I was just like, the crowd just being so corny. Like it just got to a point where it just got obnoxious, and then all of a sudden it just got like when the Sea of Thieves happened, I was just like, no. I even messaged it to you guys immediately.
Listen, if it was any other game, I wouldn't have caught on to him. But the
Literally,
fact that it was
if it wasn't Sea of Thieves, nobody likes Sea of Thieves like that. Come on, that is. Especially Mexico, they probably don't even have the game in Mexico.
Oh, that's not nice. You probably have the game, man.
No.
Listen, Van. So me being Mr. Xbox, I'm watching this, and I thought about it. I said, like you just said for PAX, for instance, if Taunton all of a sudden announced in the green they were going to have a game expo, whether this be Microsoft, whether this be Sony, or whether it be Nintendo, if you are not used to something happening in your area, everything becomes better. Now, do I think they had the cue cards going up? I agree with Kyle on that. I do think that them cue cards was going up.
That doesn't give them the right to be corny.
Oh, no. Listen. Let me tell you something. They were cheesy as hell.
Yeah.
I was aggravated at the cheesiness.
If
Like
that's
I'm like,
how y'all are in Mexico.
No.
Then God bless you.
Listen,
I don't think that's how y'all are. In
listen,
Mexico.
this is what I said about Microsoft. If I'm Microsoft, I'm going to Mexico every time.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, and the only reason why I say
Y'all
this.
were corny.
Listen. The only reason why I say this is because when I went to the Xbox launch, this Xbox One, 2013, I went to Burlington, and they did a Killer Instinct tournament. No one played Killer Instinct yet at this point. It was brand new. Everyone outside, they had the trucks lined up. Microsoft was coming out. They were giving free gifts away, too. They were telling people, whoever's the loudest, you can get a $20 Microsoft point card. You can get a year off for your gold. And they were just throwing out Xbox gold cards and everything. So the excitement behind everyone, I'm a fan. Yeah. But I was just sitting there like, oh, my God, give me a lanyard. I need a lanyard. Yeah. I was like, oh, Killer Instinct. they'd be like, Killer Instinct. Everyone's like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, you guys haven't even seen Killer Instinct yet. We don't even know what this game's gonna be like. No. We have no clue.
Like, don't get me wrong though. I'm okay with getting loud and cheering because like I've had my fair share at PAX where we got loud, got crazy and whatnot. Fucking Dustin.
No, that never happened.
You know what I mean? Like I've.
It was cheesy as hell.
But like.
They were cheesy as hell.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves, guys. We're talking about Sea of Thieves. We're talking about Sea of Thieves. I feel like Iverson right now. I feel like Iverson right now. We're talking about Sea of Thieves.
Like Cal said, it was like this.
Yeah, that was corny.
At this point.
It was corny.
I would host all my events in Mexico.
Oh, everyone now, E3 has officially moved to Mexico.
E3 has from California to Mexico.
It is officially
They
moved.
were very cheesy.
But I'm not making fun of Mexico for that, and I'm not even making fun of like they're handing out things. If they're handing out free, like, did you see that kid that got the free Xbox? There was no emotion.
I know,
dude. Y'all are chanting.
And that was the limited one, right?
Y'all are chanting Sea of Thieves. This boy just won an Xbox, but yet his expression is this.
His expression was
like, what?
He already had one, probably.
What?
Like,
yeah, he probably had one. He's like, what the heck?
I could say some really racist shit, and I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Don't.
Kyle said, don't.
That's how bad the internet is
Kyle
now.
said, don't let our president influence you.
No, like racist stuff like jokes, but like now you can't even do that anymore and joke around without.
Yeah, that is true.
Without somebody taking it too serious.
That is true.
Because they can come up with some bad ones. But like, I don't know. And again, like, I think you can kind of get that anywhere outside of L.A., outside of New York. I might not even give Boston any credit. I can probably guess that you'd probably get that same coininess if you went to Boston.
Yeah.
And did something like that at just some
Ooh,
random.
that's tough.
Listen, I seen it, Kyle. I'm telling you, at the Xbox launch, I seen that type of corniness. Like,
we've seen
it
it
was
at
the
PAX.
same thing.
We've seen it at PAX over dumb stuff. People don't even hand out free stuff.
You know what? I will take that back because Nintendo is notorious for doing that.
Yeah, you know
because
what I mean?
at PAX East they have their booth and they have the hype guy that works for them.
Yeah.
And he's always doing that. And he's like, hey, let's do a Nintendo. And everybody's chanting Nintendo, and I'm just like, oh.
Yes, Bones. Yes,
I don't even do that.
Yes, Bones, you have met Kyle.
I'm the same. Like, I feel like if me, you, and Van are all chilling and they have an event in PAX and I'm with you guys, we're not going to do something. No matter who it is, no matter how it is, we're not going to sit there and become fangirls. We'll be fanboys. Like,
I'll cheer.
Yeah, like, I'm like, yo, Van, you see? I know how excited I get. I'll be like, yo, Kyle, you see that? I'll get like that, like how we was at E3.
And stuff like that. NVIDIA, I went nuts. Yo, they were handing out 980s, Titans.
Yeah, so I'm going to go crazy, but that's what I'm saying.
They were handing out $600 graphic cards. Dude, I won't give you the list of things that I would do for that graphic card.
Now, you do act crazy when you know there's a prize involved.
5 of them involve doing stuff to Bones.
Bones is like, when the hell did I meet Kyle?
But overall, the event was great. To build off of the E3, which the E3 was great. The event was great. They need to keep doing it. The Inside Xbox thing has been okay. Most of the time on Inside Xbox, once a month, they focus on one game. This one, it was. I like how fluent it was. I like that you got to.
So I didn't even get to finish. Overall, I greatly enjoyed the show. I thought the show was good. I like what they did. Let's be honest, guys. They didn't show a lot of anything.
No.
You know what I mean? They didn't show a lot of anything. It was just to be a game fan, to see them put together a small thing like this that was like cool. All right. You know what I mean? They're letting you know that they are working on some things. I like that. They kind of did what we've kind of said that they needed to do.
This year they have done mostly everything we've been saying.
Keep us informed.
Yeah.
You know, right. So I think overall they did a good job. They released all the titles, which I'm not going to go through them because 95% don't matter. They talked a lot about Game Pass. They actually made it all about Game Pass.
I love that, man. I love that. I just didn't like some of the announcements, but I did love the question mark in the box, and you're wondering what the next title is going to be. That was really cool, man. And PUBG starting it off was a big thing.
I think they kind of should have saved that one for the
I
end.
agree. And then Hellblade is.
Yeah, that was a really good because I really want to play Hellblade.
Yeah.
So seeing that was awesome.
You know, I do have a little gripe with the Game Pass thing because I don't know why they said like Hellblade right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
You should have saved that for one of
That
the
should have been last.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
because it was like they announced Hellblade right away.
Yeah.
That's on Game Pass and PUBG, and I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Save that for last.
Even though I bought it already,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, I mean, yeah, I was expecting them to come up with like a big title to come to Game Pass, like I'm just gonna say a random one, like Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
Comes to Game Pass. Like I thought it was gonna be like a big title at the end, but then like the last three, I went, what?
It was like
no
one.
It was underwhelming.
Yeah.
So I was like, because I thought something bigger was gonna come, but it didn't.
Kyle, you want to know something interesting, Kyle? Since you just said that, do you know that one game? What's one game that's not on Cuphead that's on the Xbox? I said Cuphead. I just spoiled it. Cuphead's not on Game Pass.
I was just gonna say, wait,
it's not on Game Pass.
I was just gonna say, is Cuphead on Game Pass?
No, there's no Cuphead on Game Pass. So I'm like, maybe they're gonna save Cuphead for like next year when the DLC comes out, Kyle.
Maybe.
Because
you know what's crazy, right? Cuphead is on other systems now, right?
It's only on the PC.
Only on PC.
So let me ask you this now, ready? PUBG is coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, PUBG's coming to PS.
So why is that on Xbox Game Pass?
It's funny you said that because I remember me and Kyle talked about this. I told Kyle if Microsoft ever gets to a point where they have a game that's not just a Microsoft exclusive, like so say how like PUBG's on. If they do a game like Kyle just said, Dragon Ball Fighters or something.
Oh, that would. Okay.
If they start,
can we use another example because that will never happen?
Well, not like. I can't think of nothing else. Like if they ever said a game,
we'll say
like
Dragon Ball Fighters.
We'll
say Fighters.
If they ever do games like that, and they're like, guess what? On launch, this game comes out on the Game Pass too. That's.
I don't get why. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna see what comes up.
Like imagine Division 2. When Division 2 comes out in February, Ubisoft and Microsoft have a big connection, and EA does. EA and Microsoft have a connection. If they say, hey, guess what, everybody, Madden's gonna be on Game Pass. I don't care about Madden, but you know how big that would freaking be if Madden and Battlefield 5 and like, just think about that, man. That would be.
But the thing with EA though is it'll never happen only
because they have theirs.
They have their own.
So it's an exclusive, but it's on.
What Cuphead?
Which one? Cuphead. Cuphead is. Cuphead
is exclusive, but not a first party. But still, that doesn't make sense because it's not all first party. Is Gears of War first party?
Yes.
Yes. Now it is.
Now it is. Yeah.
Now it is.
So maybe that's where.
Because technically, Epic made Gears of War.
Maybe Xbox couldn't pay them enough.
Yeah, but now the Coalition runs Gears. That's why it's all.
Oh, Bones, I will crush your face. Game Pass is possibly the best thing that's going for Xbox right now.
Yeah, Game Pass is. We talked about this.
Bones is gonna make me want to kill him.
We talked about this, bro. Don't even
promise you, he's gonna make me want to kill him.
We talked about this.
Watch what he's about to say next.
He's gonna say something crazy. I know what he's gonna say.
Watch.
Epic sold Gears right to Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Microsoft hired Coalition, and it's better anyway. So.
And my boy Rod Ferguson.
Yep. Best thing that ever happened for him. But what do you think about the event, Kyle? I didn't really hear your take on what you thought about the event.
Overall, I thought it was okay. I mean, they did have some pretty good announcements. You know, I mean, again, Sea of Thieves DLC. See, the problem with that, though, is we've said it numerous times. That game is a party game. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool. So the people that are still in parties that play that game, it's good. But after that, it's like, eh. Crackdown finally getting a release date. Thank God. I just find that it's like, oh, about time. At least they can just rip that Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
So we can move on. They did say, I mean, I know they said it at E3, but they did say Gears 5 coming out in 2019. Mm-hmm. So, because, you know, every time we've seen it numerous times. E3, they say 2019 or say some sort of year, but then it really doesn't come out.
I think Phil knows they can't do that no more, though. I think that's why Crackdown got a release day. What was the difference between them giving us a release day during E3 and release day now? They could have been announced it. That's why I was mad that they didn't during E3 because I'm like, They said the game's done. They said everything's complete. I think Phil now knows that these games have to actually.
It wasn't.
Yeah, well, I mean, the multiplayer they showed off doesn't really excite me, but I mean, it is pretty cool because it's
the multiplayer's interesting. It's a little different.
I can shoot a building
with everything being able to collapse.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I think
like,
it's interesting.
I can shoot a building, and if you're hiding in that building trying to camp, you die because the building comes down on you. So
I think that's a really cool aspect to the multiplayer.
Yeah.
I think we just got to get our hands on the multiplayer to see how it works.
Battletoads comes out next year in spring. That's going to be on Game Pass. You have to always remember, every game we talk about right now is going to be on Game Pass. That's the biggest thing there really is. Yeah. And you know what no one talks about, Kyle? Yep. And Van, no one talks about the Japanese support Microsoft is finally getting. The fact that Devil May Cry creator was on that stage is big because Microsoft doesn't have I talk about this all the time with you guys. They had my dude on that stage meeting these people. And of course, they're flipping out. They're meeting the Devil May Cry creator. And then everyone after got to play Devil May Cry. That's big, man. Like, Japan is not.
But you want to know something? I have a little gripe.
With Devil May Cry?
Not with Devil May Cry, the game. With Xbox on what they're not doing with this. Because since E3, they have been promoting the hell out of Devil May Cry, right?
Yep.
Like, they have, and PlayStation has a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't there exclusive content for the Xbox?
Kyle, I agree with you. I'm hoping they announce some Gears of War type, like an outfit, even if it's just an outfit, like a Gears of War outfit or something that pertains to Microsoft. I agree with you 100% on that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a brand new game. You are promoting the hell out of it. And like, PlayStation's not getting any of that.
Yeah.
I'll be right
but
back.
You don't have anything exclusive or at least early access?
Maybe they will. Maybe they will, Kyle. Maybe they do something different along. Because I feel like this, Kyle. Devil May Cry has, like you just said, I thought I was the only one that noticed that, but it's true. Microsoft has been promoting the hell out of Devil May Cry. Like, trailers, E3, Gamescom. They even had a whole thing again. Like, they're letting you know. I think it's more of Phil saying, you guys wanted Japan. You guys wanted to investigate some Japanese support. Here it is now. So let's see what's going on. Let us show you. Come on, think about it, Kyle. Jump Force. Jump Force doesn't have nothing pertaining to Microsoft either. But look who's promoting the hell out of Jump Force. It is Microsoft. So to me, I'm like, I see what Microsoft's doing. They're trying to let us know these games that y'all usually play on your PlayStation, they're coming with us now. Just like PlayStation does with Call of Duty, and now that they have Call of Duty, they say, hey, come play it first on the PlayStation. Get the exclusive content first on the PlayStation. Yeah. So I agree with you. I think people don't do that enough, Kyle. I feel like what Starlink did, everybody needs to do.
Snowing out there right now.
It's already snowing?
It's crazy snowing out there right now.
Oh, crap. I didn't even know it was going to be snowing.
It's crazy snow. No, so we do board game nights on Thursdays, which we're going to switch to Wednesdays, and then it won't affect the show so much. So that way, because I like hanging out with the guys, because I actually have someone that comes all the way from Rhode Island, down almost your way. It takes him about an hour to get here. And I was just going to go out there. I tried sending him a message, but he didn't reply. So I went out there to tell him, hey, maybe you should take off, because my wife's messaging me just saying, hey, it's getting pretty bad out there. So I went out there. He's already gone.
He's like, no, I seen the flakes.
Yeah, no, he was. I guess he has a bad car. And they were like, no, he literally just left.
Yeah, but I might as well get ready to go. Yeah. Well, I was just on Calvin. I think what Microsoft's doing now, what Phil's doing now with Japan support, with Japanese support,
that's huge.
Devil May Cry and Jump Force being advertised through a Xbox is big because it's an American thing.
But I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Like, I really never noticed until somebody pointed it out to me. And it literally just when the Xbox One came out. Like, I never really noticed. I never seen Xbox as an American system. When I play video games, I play video games. And I never take it by. But I get it. Like, Sony is Japan. Like, I get that. I see it now.
Ni no Kunai and all these games.
What I mean? I see it now because it got put into my plate. But it's kind of like, eating onions all these years. Say you don't like onions, and then all of a sudden finding out that somebody's been putting it in your food this entire time.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. I guess
I didn't do anything like that to you.
Yeah. No, you told told me. You told me before. Like I told you, it's the texture of onions I don't like. If I can't feel it in my teeth, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But with this, I think that is huge. Like they do need better RPGs. That is something that Xbox has always been lacking is RPGs, and you need to have more than Final Fantasies. It's just that's the reality. I love Final Fantasy. I'm a big Final Fantasy game, but I'm also a Breath of Wild fan. I'm a big Star Ocean fan. Star Ocean is my second favorite RPG ever.
I love Star Wars.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kyle.
Speaking of Square Enix games, hey, Andre, get the segue. Let it go. By the way, Bones is saying that we're ignoring him. We're not ignoring him.
We answered. Vin already got on you about the Game Pass. You didn't respond back.
Yeah, he did. He's just it's not better, you tool.
No, he was talking about Gears 4 because I said Gears 4 was the best. I didn't mean it was the best because Gears 3's multiplayer is the best, but Gears 4's story was the best. And Kyle agrees with me on that.
He thought I was going to beat him up. Game Pass is dope. I don't know how he feels about it because, like you said, he didn't say anything. So
yeah, Game Pass.
Bones just wants attention. That's Bones. You coming down this weekend? You coming down tomorrow? Because if you are, I'm beating your ass. You can't TO Melee tomorrow.
Oh my god! By the way, I was gonna say, have we? Because they showed Kingdom Hearts 3. Did we see anything Winnie the Pooh previous to that?
No,
Not
it's the first time.
before.
It's the first time they show Winnie the Pooh.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
But it's so funny because, like, with stuff like that with Kingdom Hearts, I already assumed that they did. Like when I seen Winnie the Pooh,
really?
it wasn't a surprise to me.
Yeah, but once you see,
it's new.
Once you see Frozen,
I thought that was new.
once you see like Frozen and Big Hero 6, Kyle, it's like. That's why I said they need to stop the trailers. Like I love that Microsoft showed it because
Yeah, no, they need to stop.
I get it.
No,
but,
just stop.
But just leave Kingdom Hearts. It's coming out. We know it comes out in January. There is no more delays.
But still, like I don't care what anybody says. Showing Winnie the Pooh, I thought that was actually really cool.
No, it was.
That's a nostalgia trip.
It was new footage, Kyle. That's why. It was finally new freaking footage.
I don't care.
But Winnie the Pooh's been in all of them, though,
I
Kyle.
don't care.
Well, I haven't played the other one.
Yeah, he's been in all of them. It was just a confirmation for the people. I'm gonna kill Dustin.
No, that one might have been Mike because I threw it. I think at Mike. But was there anything else you boys want to cover? Because I want to get Andre out of here because it is snowing pretty bad, and I know Andre loves snow, so I know he's itching.
Well, I'm just gonna go run out in it right now, man. I can't do nothing. It's gonna be only here for like 4 hours, and it's rain.
Yeah,
supposedly.
It's supposed to be rain down where I live now.
Yeah.
So
we shall see.
Yeah, I got a long ride, and I don't want to.
Something just came out today. No, Tuesday. Fallout 76 just came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something else.
Pokemon Let's Go.
Pokemon Let's Go comes out at midnight tonight, and I thought about going to the midnight thing, but I'm not gonna.
You don't have it pre-ordered?
Because I got work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm literally going to be 10 minutes from
If I own my own Switch, I would.
Reviews have been good on it, Kyle.
If I own my own Switch.
I have. I've heard that.
Reviews have been good on it. There's been 8, nothing higher than 8, but at least 8.
Which is good, because at least it's 8, and this isn't the legit Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm. Imagine the legit one.
Andre, you came out on Tuesday.
Andre came out on what Tuesday? The heck?
He said Andre came out on Tuesday. Good God.
I hate you, Bones. Yeah, so Pokemon 76 is coming out.
Pokemon 76?
I'm sorry. Pokemon Let's Go.
Pokemon
Pikachu.
Let's go Fallout.
Oh, can we talk about? All right, so two things, non-video game related. First, rest in peace.
Oh, I cannot believe we didn't say that.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to start the show with that, but rest in peace, Stanley.
That one hurt. That one hurt.
Can I be honest though? And I'm afraid to say this in our comic book group because I am like the Messiah in that group, and I don't want to say it because I'll instantly lose my.
Are you gonna say something dumb right now?
I'm not gonna say anything dumb.
Please don't say something.
I'm not gonna say something dumb.
Snapped his finger.
That's a matter of how you tell someone interprets it.
Honestly, I feel different about this than most deaths because I was already waiting for this to happen. The dude has been sick for quite some time.
He's old, though.
And he's 96 years old. And he's already pre-recorded 6 cameos. So we already knew this was going to happen. So that's why the announcement was sad, but it wasn't a surprise.
I forgot he was that old. Like I feel like he doesn't look.
He doesn't age.
He doesn't age.
He's been the same dude for 35.
Yeah.
No, as long as I know Stanley.
Yo, he's the greatest. And you being a comic, you know comics more than even I do, Van. And I just kept saying, if Van can deal with this, then I can, because I forgot how many people he's responsible for all of our childhood.
But you know something, this dude
It's crazy.
This
A lot of it.
This is one of those dudes that will live forever.
Yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson
Yeah.
will live forever.
That's true.
Tupac will live forever. You know what I mean? Like, people like that will live forever.
To have an impact.
We will forget that he's even gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm not saying, oh yeah, no, we're gonna forget about Stanley. No, we will keep
Forget
him in
the
our
fact that
memory. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep him
yeah,
in
that's
our
true.
memory
That's true.
as if he is still.
It's not a
alive.
negative death. It's not like he
Right.
overdosed or any of that.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
That dude lived. So that's why I'm
He
not.
he lived a great life.
Oh,
You
100%.
seen the video? You guys seen the video to his fans that he had made like a year back? He did a video and he was talking about how much he loves his fans, like how he loves when people come surround him, and he never ever turned down anybody for an autograph. And
Yep.
that right there just made me love him even more,
Yeah,
because
he
I'm
was
like,
great.
I hate dicks that feel like they're just this high up and it's like, I don't gotta give you. He would sit there and sign 3,000 autographs,
Yep.
like with his old hands just sitting there.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, I love that, man, about
Yep.
him. Great
Yep.
guy, man.
Yep. The next thing. The next thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, did anyone else want to say anything else about that topic?
No, he's the best of all time, and
He's the GOAT.
yeah, he's the GOAT. He legit is
comics,
the
he's
GOAT.
the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
So my next topic is let's go. I mean, Detective Pikachu.
The movie trailer.
Yep. The movie
Kyle
trailer.
doesn't like it. I know Kyle doesn't like it.
Can I say my piece first?
You should, because you're the only one that likes it.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. There was a few things like Jot brought up, like Charizard is hairy and not scaly. We don't know that. We don't know that. They made it look like it is, but we really don't. Like, that was a teaser trailer. We don't know. Jigglypuff's supposed to be rubbery, but they show it when he's mad, that he's all like puffed out with his fur. Actually, no, if you pay attention to the trailer, they show another one where he is rubbery. So I think that's going to be like a street hood kind of like one on Jigglypuff. But if you notice, I loved it because it showed him get mad because someone was sleeping.
Yeah.
So you know they're going to pull out the marker. This is going to be the gateway movie that's going to begin it all. It looks like this is going to head in the right direction.
So
I'm excited for it.
That's my good part about it.
Yep.
That I think this is going to open the CGI looks really great. I don't care.
CGI looks
Listen,
incredible.
I seen the CGI. Kyle, don't you do that. Don't you?
It
Kyle,
looks
don't you do that.
incredible.
Kyle, you can't give. Kyle, if there's one thing you didn't like about that movie, you cannot say that CGI doesn't look great.
They're Pokemon.
Kyle, you don't think it looked great, Kyle?
They're Pokemon.
That's the problem with the whole thing.
But they're Pokemon.
Kyle.
Why is it live action?
Kyle, they're doing the same thing. Kyle, they're doing the same thing with the new Sonic movie. Remember, there's a Sonic
There's
movie
no-
coming
There,
out.
all right, literally, this is why I said this to Van. There are some things that should just not be live
Because
action.
people-
One would be Sonic.
I think Sonic's gonna be good, Kyle.
Mega Man is next.
Hold up, Mega Man. Hold up,
Mega
Kyle.
Man would make more sense though.
Yeah, but Kyle, look.
Because he's a guy.
Kyle,
he's an
look.
actual person.
Kyle, listen. We live in the world. Kyle, I get your pain. Kyle, I get your pain because I feel like that with my Disney movies. I love Disney, and they're doing all these live actions. At first,
Did you see Dumbo?
yes, I did, and that looks great. Now, Kyle, at first, I was scared until I seen Jungle Book. So with The Lion King coming out, that's my favorite movie all time.
They did a good job.
Now with Lion King, I got hope because I seen Jungle Book.
They
Kyle, it's our generation. They trying to match it up for us. Kyle.
All right, so listen to me.
Listen, I'd like
People
go ahead, man.
don't take animation seriously, and that's the problem. That's why everything has got to eventually come to live action. People don't take animated movies as serious movies.
Yeah, unless it's Disney.
Yeah, that's legit.
Go ahead, Kyle. What are you gonna say?
Don't
If
try
that's the case-
Pixel.
Kyle's about to explode.
I know there's a couple more out there, you know what I mean? But, like, let's be real. Like, how many Pokemon movies do we have out there? It's a lot. So, like, the animation has already existed. Yeah,
It's bad out there?
We're getting.
It's
we're
bad out
wrapping
there.
up. Did you close up everything?
Yeah, Kyle. Amy said Dustin made a snow angel, and it already it was Dustin was able to
my
go.
And we all know
God.
that that's a big ass stone.
All right, we gotta.
But so my final thing is like with Pokemon Pikachu, with Detective Pikachu, It looks good. What bothered me was they were having Pikachu talk, but now it made sense seeing the trailer. The kid's the only one.
That's
that
the only
can
thing I
hear him.
don't like.
Yo, but the voice, like
they
did the Pikachu voice was awesome.
Man, I hate Ryan Reynolds except for Deadpool.
No!
Except for Deadpool.
Oh,
Except for
Wait,
Deadpool.
There's nothing wrong with Ryan Reynolds.
Except for
Don't
Deadpool. I'ma
say
say it.
that.
You can kill me now.
No.
You can kill me now.
That's Andre. That's terrible.
I only like him as
Dude,
Deadpool.
Ryan
Right,
Reynolds was
wait.
good in even bad movies.
But he don't look. He don't match Pikachu's
No,
face.
like that. But
Thank you
that's.
so much for saying
But that I agree. Like but I think they'll make it work.
Let Kyle say his point before you
Yeah,
go, because
go
Kyle is ready to blow up.
If everything was taken more seriously with live action, then how come the Mario Bros. Movie doesn't?
Because they didn't have the graphics, Kyle. They didn't have
Hold
the
on.
No, it
CGI.
doesn't matter.
But no.
That movie sucked.
but
and
no,
you guys know it sucked.
I'm not saying that every movie that they turn to live action is a good movie. Actually, I'm saying quite opposite.
Yeah,
actually.
I agree.
I'm
I agree.
saying most of that. But like comic books at one point in time were a nightmare. Blade, I want to make this very clear. Blade was the first comic book movie that did it right.
It was.
People forget because people don't see Blade as a comic book movie. Blade was based off the comic book movie. So Blade was before Iron Man.
Yeah.
So Blade did it first,
For
and
Marvel.
then it built up.
People
from
forget
there.
about the black man. Just saying. But Kyle, I agree with you. Kyle, we have Aladdin, Lion King, Little Mermaid, Dumbo. All of them can be made now because the CGI is so good. But I wouldn't have did this a few years ago. But I believe in it now because we have the engine.
I think they'll do it.
Last thing I'm going to say about this subject when it involves Sonic is that, Andre, Sonic 06.
Don't you do that. Don't you. Kyle, I gotta
Literally
go.
the
Kyle.
closest thing that you could have to a live action Sonic.
So let me just put
Do
this.
you really want that?
So let me put it this way. The cartoons are not doing Sonic too good either right now. Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom's the worst cartoon.
Just stay a video.
Have you paid attention to that?
Stay a video game.
No.
No,
we don't need Sonic movies.
We do.
We do, Kyle. We
do
do.
Kyle,
not.
Jim Carrey's Robotnik. That's all I gotta say.
We do.
We do not
Jim
need
Carrey-
Sonic movies. I
Jim-
swear to God, if this is Sonic 06,
No, we do.
I'm going to lose my shit.
It's not happening, Kay.
You're so wrong. We do. The video games, dude. The stories in video games are meant for. We need a Metal Gear movie. We need a God of War movie.
Yeah.
We need.
Please don't
a
say if you're
Gears
going in
of
this direction.
War movie.
I agree.
We need those movies. But you know what? Better
Oh,
yet.
thank God you didn't say one game. I'm not going to say
Better
one.
yet, let's see this in a series. Let's put Gears of War in a Netflix.
They're already
series.
doing. Well, they're doing a Gears of War TV show and a Halo TV
They're
show.
doing Skyrim, right? Skyrim?
Yep.
No. Witcher.
Yeah, but he looked horrible.
You think
Henry
so?
Cavill looks so
No, he
horrible.
kind of the
He-
makeup.
The
looks kinda
makeup.
bad.
They're gonna fix that.
Yeah.
But let's go because me and Van about to get stuck in here.
Yeah,
Andy is not
yeah.
playing right
yeah.
now.
Hey, last thing I'm going to say to make more positive, at least we now know that Metroid Prime 4 is well in development.
It is well in development. It will be at
Well
E3
in
next
development.
year. I was wrong this year, but it'll be E3 next year.
If there's even an E3. No! It's not true. Sad reacts only.
My wife just texted me and said, "It's bad out there. Where you at?"
All right, guys, we're going
All
to
right,
peace
done. We're
out.
done.
Everyone have a good night. Be safe out there. That is in the New England area that's snowing. Until next week, we'll see you later.
Peace.
Peace.